Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Halim Perdana as delegation from Instika Anukoya. Honorable jurists, respectable committees, and all audiences in happiness. Today, I'm here to warn you of the dangers of human trafficking. Human trafficking is the trade of human for the purpose of forced labor, sexual slavery, or commercial sexual exploitation for trafficker or others. This may encompass providing support in the context of forced marriage. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was watching the video in YouTube, I heard of story of Rambal Komar, who was the victim of human trafficking activity. Rambal Komar, age 13, toiled in a factory where he was forced to work for 19 hours a day with no pay. His mom was promised by the owner that Rambal will be able to go to school and send money back to pay for food. When Rambal's fingers would bleed from too much work, the owner would dip finger in oil and set them on fire. He wasn't allowed to go to school or ever leave. The good news is Rambal was safe, but many more children are going to work Rambal went through. More should be done about modern day slavery. Slavery hasn't ended. The fact is was now done before. In 1863, 25 million slaves worldwide. Today, there are 27 million. The definition of slave is a person who is in the party of and who is subject to another. Bound servant. What people call human trafficking is the exact same thing. We are too afraid of the world and the emotional attachment to it, so we call it human trafficking. When I first heard of human trafficking, I found Minister walking across the street. We need to call slavery what it is. Slaves today most frequently work in agriculture and fishing, domestic work, construction, mining, quarrying, manufacturing, processing and packaging, prostitution and sexual exploitation, market trading, and illegal activities everywhere. The United Nations estimated the total market of slavery is $32 billion. In 1809, the average slave used $40,000 just to the death value. Now, a slave costs you only 19. Ladies and gentlemen, slavery is a big problem. Almost half of all forced labor victims under the age of 18. 10.5 million children, 71% of which are girls of or under the age of 5, are estimated to be workers. There are even hundreds of thousands of children forced to be armed against their own wealth. There are people in the West and throughout the world who are being bought, sold, and smuggled. Slavery needs to end and fast. So what can we do? You can get to know your community to help prevent slavery. You can donate to the many organizations and programs that have saved children's life. With the 32 billion with the AB US dollars that Americans spend on protected ships and proposals, most of slaves in the world could be freed. Public awareness of slavery needs to spread. The first step is to stop calling it human trafficking. Of the 27 million people I told you about, 8.4 million children are in forced slavery. They are bought, sold, beaten, and traded as less than human. What will you do? Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.